Eddie, what do you make of Floyd Mayweather always, finding an opportunity to criticize Canelo? Obviously, he's considered
because Floyd doesn't like anyone to get close to his kind of legacy. Floyd's an amazing fighter. He's a pound for pound great. He's a pay-per-view star. But this guy's different. In the respect of, he's just a different personality. He's much more humble. He's a man of the people. But Floyd was a great star in his own right. He should embrace the next generation. There aren't any other pay-per-view fighters out there like Canelo Alvarez in America. They don't exist. You have to make a massive fight to even get close to doing half the numbers that Canelo Alvarez does. So embrace the guy. You can hear I'm a big fan, but because he's a great fighter and he's a great individual and he's a massive star, sometimes carries boxing. We need nights like this. We need people like Canelo Alvarez to keep this sport blazing.
Would you like Canelo after, obviously in your fighters to fight Canelo, you did a great job against Devil and Triple G, but afterwards would you like to see Charlo and David Benavidez as a fan? Would that be
I just think that Sal's the kind of guy, he wants to get something out of the fight. So with Bivol, he wants to dethrone him of his 175-pound world title. Benavidez, Charlo, there's no belts there for him to take. They're good fights. And I think he feels that those guys should also fight each other and make that fight as big as possible. People that criticise Canelo Alvarez's resume is absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it. He will fight absolutely anyone, but he does like dethroning the champions.
Do you think Boo Boo should go face them after the Zach Parker?
Sorry?
Oh, Demetrius Andre?
He's at 160. At 168 he might have the interim title. He's pulled out now. Yesterday, but Sal would have no problem fighting Demetrius Andre, but what for? Just a defence. I can't remember the last time Sal made a voluntary defence of a world title. He made one mandatory against Yildirim, and every other fight basically he's been against champions. Danny Jacobs, Kovalev, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. They've all been champions that he's dethroned.
Do you think Demetrius should face Charlo or
anyone? But it's not Demetrius' fault. He's up for those fights.
Yeah, what does Benavidez have to do? Benavidez, Charlo, they was bring up Canelo. What do they have to do to
fight each other or have a big fight? And I like Benavidez. I believe he wants to have big fights. I believe him and Jose Benavidez, but they're not having them. And he's a great fighter, and that's a huge fight. And I'm sure Canelo will fight him in time, but it would be great if he could get some good wins and make that fight massive. Yeah, look, don't forget Dimitri Bivol beat Joe Smith, wasn't even competitive. So this is what you're talking about levels here. It's very close between Dimitri Bivol and Beterbiev about who is the best light heavyweight in the world. But, possibly we'll talk about Triple G next, and then maybe the undisputed at 175. I think if Canelo can become undisputed at 175 as well, that's an incredible achievement.
Any updates on AJ?
Next week, you'll get the date for him, yeah. All right? Cheers, guys.